Sai Ram class. Today we will revise topics from our chapter 1, 2 and 3. So, in first chapter building with bricks, we came to know about various shapes. So, let's revise about these shapes. The first shape is triangle. As you can see here, we have a triangle. So that means a triangle has 3 sides. How many sides a triangle have? A triangle has 3 sides and it is a closed figure. As we know that tri means 3, so its name is triangle, in which 3 sides and 3 angles we have. So what you have to learn that a triangle has 3 sides. Now the next shape is circle. Here you can see a circle. A circle has no side. You can see here that it is a round figure and a circle do not have any side. So we can say that a circle has no side and a circle is a round figure. Now let's move on to next figure. Next shape is square. Now you can see here a square. So what we are seeing that it has how many sides? 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means a square has 4 sides and all the 4 sides of a square are of equal length. Means a square is made up of 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and all of its sides are of equal length. Means if it is of 4 centimeter, it is also of 4 centimeter. This one is also of 4 centimeter and the last one is also of 4 centimeter. Now we have rectangle. A rectangle also has 4 sides, but 2 of its sides are longer than the others. Mean these 2 sides is longer than the other 2 sides. Now we know that in first chapter, which is building with bricks, we saw bricks. Now you can see here what you came to know when you saw brick or learned about brick in first chapter, that a brick has what kind of face? Rectangular face. You can see here it is a brick. It is one of the face of the brick and it looks like rectangle. This one, right? Let's look at brick again. Here you can see this is one of the face of brick and it looks like rectangle. So we can say that each face of a brick is of rectangular shape. Now let's see how many face a brick has. So you can see in this picture that we can see 1, 2 and 3 faces, and similarly 3 faces on the other side. Means one is on the top, one is on the bottom, one is on this side, front side, and one is on the back side. Okay, and one is on the right side and one is on the left side. So now count how many faces it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? Means 3 faces we can see in this picture and 3 faces are hidden behind these 3 faces. So we can say that a brick has total 6 faces. How many faces a brick has? 6 faces. Now let's revise about face value and place value. So first we have to see number system. As we know that starting from right hand side, means from this side, we have ones, then tens, then 100, then 1000, then 10,000, then lakh, then 10 lakh, and then so on. That means if we have given a number, this is a number, and we have to find out that what is the place value of 2 in this number. So we know that we have to start from right hand side. So it is ones, it is tens, it is 100. That means the place value of 2 is 100. So we have to write it as 2 into 100 is equals to 200. See about place value more clearly. Now you can see here, in case of 894, we have to find the place value of 9. So how we can find it? So you can see here, when we write 894 with its place values, means 4 is in ones place, 9 is in tens place, and 8 is in 100 place. So with ones place, we have to multiply the 4 with 1 and we get 4. But in case of tens place, we have to multiply that digit with 10. That means we have to multiply 9 with 10 and we get 90. And similarly for 100 place, we have to multiply 8 with 100 and we get 800. So we can say that the place value of 9 is 90. Let's see another example. In case of 679, we have to find the place value of 6. So first we have to see that according to number system, what is the place value of 6. So let's count ones, tens, 100. That means 6 comes in 100 place. So we have to multiply, because 6 comes in 100 place. That is why we have to multiply it with 100. So we get answer 600. Okay. Again, for ones place, we have to multiply with 1. For tens place, we have to multiply with 10. And for 100 place, we have to multiply with 100. And then we get the place value of given digit. Now the second thing is face value. Now we know that whatever is the number, whether it is in ones place, it is in tens place, it is in 100 place, its face will remain same. Means if we write 834 or 384, now in this case 8 is in 100 place, whether in this case 8 is in tens place. In both the cases, the place of 8 is changed, but 8 will remain 8. We write 8 as 8. Okay, that means the face of 8 remains same in both the cases. So that means whatever is the place of the digit, its face will remain same. That means if we ask the face value of 8 in this example, so it is 8. Similarly, if we ask the face value of 8 in this, it is 8. And similarly, the face value of 8 in this example is also 8. Means face means the number itself. Okay. Now the third topic is unit conversion. First we have to see the table, the unit table. So it is our table, and you can see here in the middle of this table we have unit. Means whether we are talking about meter, gram or liter, it will comes in the middle. And then the smallest unit is milli, and after that we have centi, then deci, and then main unit. Then above that we have deca, hecto and kilo. Now how we can solve question related to unit conversion? First of all, we have to know that in between each successive unit there is a difference of multiple of 10. Means if we are talking about that how many millimeters is in 1 centimeter. So you can see here how many difference we have in between centimeter and millimeter is of multiple of 10. That means we can say that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Let's see more example. How many centimeter in 1 meter? So you can see here we have 210 in between meter and centimeter. So we can say that 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. As we have 210, so we multiply them and we get 100 in place of the difference between meter and centimeter. Now we have bigger units on this side, mean on left hand side of table, and smaller on this side. Means milli is the smallest unit and kilo is the biggest unit in this table. Now what when we have to convert a bigger unit into a smaller unit? So when we have to convert a bigger unit into smaller unit, we will use multiplication. And let's see an example. If we have to convert 9 meter into centimeter, means we have to convert meter into centimeter. That means we have to convert bigger unit into smaller one. So in this case we will use multiplication, and we have to convert 9. So we multiply 9 with the difference in between meter and centimeter. So we know that there is 1 centimeter, means 1 meter contains 100 centimeter. Keep in mind that 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So that is why we multiplies 9 with 100 and we get our answer. Let's see what we have to do to convert a smaller unit into big one. Now you can see here we have to convert small unit to big one. So let's how we can convert 7,000 meter into kilometer. So for this, first we have to keep in mind that there is 1,000 meter in 1 kilometer. How many meters in 1 kilometer? We have 1,000 meter in 1 kilometer. So that means we will use 1,000, and to convert small unit in big one we will use division. So we divide 7,000 with 1,000 and we get our answer. So let's revise it again. How many centimeter in 1 meter? We have 100 centimeter in 1 meter. Similarly, how many meter in 1 kilometer? We have 1,000 meter in 1 kilometer. And to convert a big unit to a small unit, we will use multiplication. And to convert a small unit into big unit, we will use division. Now, numbers formed by given digit. So let's solve this with a puzzle. So here we have a puzzle. What numbers can you make by using 3, 5 and 7? And two of them they have already given. So let's see how many numbers we can make by using 3, 5 and 7. So when we write 3 in first, then 5 and then 7. Similarly, we can write when we put 3 in first, then second, then 5. Now, when we put 5 in first, so first we put 3 in second and then 7 in third. Similarly, when 7 in second, 3 will be in third place. And then we can make two more numbers by put 7 in first place and then 5 and 3 in alternative places. Now two more things related to numbers found by given digit is greatest and smallest value. So you can see here which one is the greatest among them. So for this, for greatest, we will see the bigger number in first place. So you can see here we have 3, 5 and 7. Which one is the biggest one? 7. So the greatest value should have 7 in first place. Then the another greatest from remaining one. Now after 7 we have 3 and 5. So from 3 and 5, 5 is the greatest one. So that means after that we should have 5 and then the remaining one, which is the smallest one. So we can say that from all these numbers, this is the greatest number, and for smallest we will do or write just opposite of this number, means it has 7, 5 and 3. So for smallest number we will have 3, 5 and 7, means just reverse of this number. Okay. Now puzzles. These puzzles we have in our chapter 3. Now we have given that I gave 4 toffees each to 4 of my friends. How many toffees? 4. To how many friends? 4. Means 4 into 4, 16. 16 toffees given to friends. And the further thing is, after that 3 toffees are left with me. Means after distributing 16 toffees, 3 toffees he have itself. He have himself. So that means total how many toffees he had? 19. So let's see how we can solve it more properly. So 4 toffees to 4 friends means 4 into 4, 16. And 3 left with him means 16 should plus with 3. So we get 19. Okay. That means if you have given a certain amount of toffees to all of your friends. Now how many friends he has? 4. So how you can find the total number of toffees? By multiplying these two numbers. Okay. Now the second riddle is, think of a number which can be divided by 2, 3 and 5 and comes in between 25 and 50. So this number is divisible by 3, 2 and 5. That means it should be the multiple of 3, 2 and 5. Okay. Means for example we have 16 and it is multiplied by 4 completely. And we also know that 16 is the multiple of 4, means 16 comes in table of 4. So similar thing we are saying here, that if a number is divided by these three numbers, so it should be multiple of these three numbers. And also we just don't have to check the multiple of these number, we have to check the common multiple, means that number which is divisible by 2 as well as 3 and as well as 5. So for this we will find out the common multiple by multiplying these three numbers, and after multiplying them we get 30. And we also know that 30 comes in between 25 and 50, so 30 is our answer. So what we had revised today, that a triangle has 3 sides, okay? A circle has no side and it is a round figure. Square has 4 sides and all of its sides are of equal length. A rectangle has 4 sides, but 2 of its sides are longer than the other sides. A brick has how many faces? 6 faces, and each of its face is of rectangular shape. Then place value and face value. Place value means in which place that number comes, we have to multiply that digit with that place. Means if 6 comes in 100 place, so we have to multiply 6 with 100 and we get the place value of 6, means it is 600. Similarly, if 9 comes in place of tens, so we have to multiply 9 with 10 and we get the place value of 9, which is 90. When a number comes in place of ones, for example 4 comes in place of ones, so we will multiply 4 with 1 and we get the place value of 4, which is 4. A face value means the number itself. So if we are asking that what is the face value of 8 when it is in ones place, so its face value is 8. What is the face value of 8 when it is in tens place, so its face value is 8. Or what is the face value of 8 when it is in 100 place, so face value is 8. Okay, now the next thing is unit conversion. For this we should know that how many meter is in 1 kilometer or how many centimeter is in 1 meter, and what we do to convert a particular unit in another one. So to convert a big unit into small unit, we use multiplication, and to convert a small unit in big unit, we use division. Okay, now the very important and basic units or conversion in a unit conversion is that how many meter is in 1 kilometer. So we can see here 1 kilometer has 1000 meter, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Similarly, 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram. So you have to learn these basic conversion, that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeter, and 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram. Now after questions related to number formed by given digits. So how we can form various number by given digit? We have to place these digit in different places. Means when we place 3 in 100 place, so first we will place 7 in tens place and 5 in ones place, and in second term we will put 5 in tens place and 10 in ones place. So in this way we get two numbers. Similarly, when we put 7 in 100 place, and then first we will put 3 in tens place and 5 in ones place, and then second 5 in tens place and 3 in ones place. Now in the same way we can do with 5. When we put 5 in 100 place, so we put 3 in tens and then 7 in ones, then 7 in tens and 3 in ones place. After this we have to find that which is the greatest number and which is the smallest one. So we know that greatest number can be found when we write digit in descending order. Means first we have to write the greatest number, then the number less than it, and then the smallest one. And the smallest unit can be find out by just reversing these greatest number. So smallest number is 357. Okay. Then we have two important puzzles. In first, I have given 4 toffees to each of my 4 friends. That means 4 into 4. 4 toffees to 4 friends. That means 4 into 4. Means 16 toffees to friends. And 3 toffees are left with me. So we will add 3 in 16 and we get that he had 19 toffees. Now if we have to find out that what is that number which is divisible by 2, 3 and 5 and comes in between 25 and 15. That means that number should be the multiple of 2, 3 and 5 and common multiple of 2, 3 and 5. So for find out the common multiple of 2, 3 and 5, we will multiply them and we get our answer. So this is it for today. We will revise the further questions and further topic in our next video. Thank you, class.